203 will get a little bit of a jump at the start. Benjamin Nelson will not jump.
And welcome everybody to the Oval Simple Man Game Calls Cup Series. We are live for the Rock Auto 250. I think it might be 200, but 250 here at Michigan International Speedway. I'm going to be joined by Curtis Martin with me in the booth tonight for this Cup Series race. Should be a fun one. 88 laps scheduled for tonight. Got a lot of cars, 32 cars making a start here. Curtis, what are you expecting?
I mean, I'm expecting at least one long run that's not going to... I don't expect it to be too long, maybe 25, 30 laps, but I'm expecting a couple big cautions as this track is a little bit hard to navigate when going at almost 200 miles an hour around the track. So I could see a couple self-spins and maybe a couple bigger wrecks, but I can expect some good racing.
Air temp at 81 degrees, you can see that. The track temp is where it's going to be most concerning at 106. We are in Kentucky. We are in Michigan. It's 2-mile track. 4 turns, should be a fun one. This race is sponsored by 3M. I'm joking, by the way. There's just 3M all over this track. This race is sponsored by SimpleManCalls.com. Be sure to check them out for all your deer hunting needs, and actually all hunting needs, not just deer hunting now. And so yeah, make sure you check out Simple Man Game Calls, decoys, and lanyards, as well as Rock Auto. We'll have a couple commercials for them, as well as the Buzz. The Buzz Pole Award tonight goes to Andrew Bird, the driver of the number 32 car. Nothing really surprising there. He does have 3 wins already on the season, the 7 top 5s. Brian Harford currently also second in points behind Bird with no wins, however. John Hinchcliffe back in 3rd, Matt McLean back in 4th, and Kyle Frame is the top 5 sitting back in with 1 win. So out of all the top 5 drivers in the standings, only one has the win right now. Oh, excuse me, guys. Last week we was at Pocono. Andrew Bird was the winner, led 54 laps out of the scheduled 70. Brian Harford also led a lap, finished second. Matt Cherry into 48 finished in 3rd. Kyle Frame, Andrew Jones finished in 5th. Matt McLean finished in 6th. Brendan Parsons keep it on at 98 tonight as well. Chuck Phillips, Patrick Green, Ken Hockenberg. Let me see. Curtis, who gets the win here tonight?
I think we're going to see a different face taking the win this night. I think John Hinchcliffe has a good chance of taking this race.
It's a good choice, I think. You know what? I'm going to go with Jesse Gavey. And I haven't picked a member from my team in a long time, so I'm going to go with the 16 to pick up the win. I hope that's the case, but the thing is with Jesse's one of them drivers, he tends to overpush at some points. You're aware of that, and but he is a really talented driver when he does come to racing. He just won here today, by the way, in the Xfinity car in the official race as well. But there's also other names you got to watch out for. Pedro Mega being up there. You got to watch out for Joshua Banks, who's in here. Joshua is one of my favorite drivers in here as well, and a lot of new drivers as well that could jump up there and take the win. We just got to wait and see as this race progresses over time. So we'll see. And I said, let's see. I see a couple of drivers out on track now. We got 1 minute left until we get ready to grid. With that, let's bring in Jesse Gavey, who is out on track right now. Hey, Jesse, you got a copy? Jesse Gavey, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
There he is. Right now, you're second on the board. You're going to be starting 5th tonight, however. What's it going to take to get the win here?
I don't know. It's all going to depend on how the cautions fall, what kind of runs we get, and who can save tires the best. Really, this track will chew them up. So you just got to be careful and serve them.
With this new package and stuff on the track as well, how does the car feel whenever you're out there running it?
It's not too bad. Right front tends to plow a little bit after the first couple of laps, but if you're good with your throttle control and letting the car roll the center, you'll be just...
All right, man. Well, go out there and try to get the win. We'll be watching. Good luck, and bring her home, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
That was Jesse Gavey, driver of the number 16 car. Let's also do this. Bring in Joshua Banks. Hey, Joshua, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, you're going to be pretty fast here, I expect, tonight right now. 6th on the charts in practice. How do you think you'll do here tonight? What's going to be the biggest issues?
Well, to be honest, the biggest issue is this is the first time ever racing this track with this car for me, so that's going to be the biggest issue.
Is there anything that, that you're a little bit concerned about, on this track? Since this is your first time racing, is there something in particular you're worried about a little bit?
I noticed when I was they were hot laps, but even then I was noticing it was real tight coming off of 2. I really got to watch out for that. And it's loose on the longer runs is what I've been seeing. So it's just going to be a lot of conserving, pretty much.
All right, man. Go up there and let's see if you can put it in victory lane. Good luck.
I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, buddy. It was Joshua Banks, driver of... I forgot what car he drives.
Yes, and the...
I about said, is it the I about said 36, yeah. I about said the 32 for some reason. I knew it was in the 30s. So you can also see that Andrew Bird is your Pole Award winner tonight. That is sponsored by The Buzz. Alongside him, somebody else that may be able to get the win. And that 47, Pedro Mega. Always very impressed with him. And rightfully so. He's done really well so far this season. He hasn't raced a full season like a lot of these guys has. However, he does have a win. Looking at the standings, I'm trying to see. He actually has 2 wins on the season and currently sitting 14th in points. So he has already locked in now to the next, or to the chase. Just got to see if he can pick up a few more wins. So we're rolling here at Pocono. Or, my gosh, I don't know where we're at halftime anymore.
Michigan.
Earlier it was Kentucky. So now we're at Michigan. Now we're at Michigan.
All over the place.
Guys, sorry, we go so many broadcasts, it's hard for me to remember where we are half the time. We just did Kentucky last night, that's right. Very good race last night, by the way.
That was definitely.
So, getting ready to get this race underway. This is race number, I don't know exactly what number this is. I would have to look. I believe it's number 14, I think. 15, sorry. Race number 15. Andrew Bird, Pedro Mega on the front row. Andrew, like I said, won last week at Pocono. Pedro won the week before at Dover. So you're seeing 2 of the fastest guys right now in here out in front. Here we come through turn number 3. Sponsored by 3M. I'm serious, man. 3M's all over this place. Have you ever noticed that?
I just noticed it.
It
now.
is
It's
everywhere.
All over turn 3.
Down the back stretch, everywhere. And I didn't turn my spotter off, but that's okay, because pace car is about to drop in. And we'll see how everyone does here tonight. Should be a fun race.
The question is, will Andrew Bird use that restart zone, or is he going to wait all the way till the green flag?
Well, you just got
Green
your
flag.
answer. Green flag waves, and actually, that was pretty close to the restart zone.
That was very close. A little bit of a jump, but he didn't use it too early, so that'll be interesting for what he does for later.
Race is going to be right now for that 3rd position. The 6th right now trying to hold on to it. And he will clear the 36. And also here comes Jesse Gavey now. Battle for 5th place, well 4th place, battling Joshua Banks. These two kind of have a history together. Running CFR Championship. A little bit further back, starting to heat up way back here. As you can see, everybody trying to get everything they can as we work into turn 3.
It's definitely looking like, once again, same thing was what was happening last night. The beginning, the front of the field is just kind of running with what they can get, and the back of the field is running 2 to 3 wide, and sometimes even pushing 4 to get to any positions they can get.
Got to be very careful right now pushing this early on in the race. You don't. I understand track position is key, but we heard Jesse Gavey say we're watching the 17 right now, but we heard Jesse mention that tires is going to be an issue, and we'll have to keep an eye on that as the race continues.
As he was saying, this track does burn up tires, and as they come into the corner at 205 miles an hour in entry, you're going to get a lot of slide, and those tires are really going to get hot. So later in the run, if you don't have any grip left, it's going to be really hard to keep it on those fast grooves. You may have to actually take a lower groove to maybe slide up into the faster groove.
Jesse Gavey was able to slide in front of Joshua Baines. Joshua just said it's his first time ever running track, so right now getting a little bit of a learning curve, I guess you could say, out of the way. And as we work down the back stretch, sponsored by 3M, into turn 3, sponsored by 3M. And let's check on the Magic Man, Derek Pemberton, as they call him. Well, as he calls himself. Back in the 25th place right now, working with Danny Lowe and the 33 of Alan Wild. Also in that mix is the 42, that is Chris James right now. Derek, one of his favorite tracks, so we'll see if he's able to try to capitalize and do something here as this race continues on.
And this is one of the rare occasions where we actually have a multi-lane racetrack where you can use almost any of the grooves minus the top one and still be fast. The lowest line can be used as a quick line as long as the rubber gets laid down, but the middle line is definitely quickest early.
Now we're hopping on with Gene Collum in the 76 right now. He's running behind Justin Epson and Matthew McLean. Now, if this race does start to get spread out, we could be looking at a lone green flag run. These guys are running 100% fuel, so I'm not quite sure what the strategy would be. As Derek Pemberton put it 3 wide, but he is able to get around 55 to Sam Nottingham. He's going to dive to the inside now. Chris James in that 42 and try to get a run off turn 2, but I'm not sure what the fuel run would be here. Any idea?
I think the fuel run, I definitely think it's going to be a two-stop race. There may be a couple cars that really try to stretch out the fuel, but I don't think they're going to be able to avoid having to make 2 fuel stops at least.
I'm thinking you could only possibly go. I mean, you know, this is only a little bit smaller than Daytona, so I'm going to guess around 40 or so laps, maybe a little bit more, as that is the 57. Kyle Frame jumped around a little bit. He said he had storms in the area. You can see it right there. Probably hurt his internet connection just a little bit. Back up front, the 04. Jordan Beck put the pass on Gene Collum, and that was close. Almost made contact, but the 04 does complete the pass, moves him into the 15th spot. Back up front, John Hinchcliffe still running in 3rd in front of Jesse Gavey. Nothing's really changed. Here we got a pass, though. Here comes the 48, Matt Cherry trying to pass Dustin Majewski. Is that how you say his last name?
I believe it's Majewski, yeah.
I think so. I kind of just want to call him Majeski in a way, you know.
Almost, yeah. That's
I don't remember his name, actually. Like, I don't remember him. Is he new?
I think he might have done a couple races. I think he might be only in his first few.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely a rookie. So, having a good run so far, though. Sitting in 6th place out on the track right now. Running right in front of that 48, Matt Cherry. Let's check on one of my favorite drivers, by the way. Brandon Parsons. Running a little bit further back. He's actually already got some wall damage back in 31st, so we'll be keeping an eye on him. May not be one of his in particular tracks he likes so much, but hopefully he's able to get up there and run with these guys. I know that Brandon actually runs, I think, in the Go Fast League as well, I believe.
That'd be correct. He does run both leagues.
Wow, Centerforce reaching out to everybody, huh?
Yeah.
You know, we reach out to everybody, but nobody comes to run our league. I don't understand. You know? Well, actually, we do got a pretty good league, though. I'm not going to lie. The 42, Chris James running in 24th, right behind Danny Lowe, who Danny's actually moved up to a high line right in front of him. Alan Wild trying to pass Derek Pemberton. Derek's actually got a little flat spot on that side of his car. It looks like. Don't look like any damage. Maybe it looks like he just scraped the wall.
Yeah, it looks like he just got center into the wall. Didn't look like he got any fender damage, which
Should
could be good, and he may have no arrow.
I think these guys do have one fast repair tonight, correct?
Let's check.
Pretty
fast
sure.
repair limit is 1.
Okay. So that's going to be huge. We are on lap 9 of the scheduled 88 laps here tonight. Everybody pretty much spaced out, starting to get spaced out. Now's where the real racing begins.
It's definitely looking like it's going to run into this will be a long run for the race, and it looks like it's just going to be who's going to be on the pit strategy, when they're going to pit, if they're going to kind of wait on their tires, or if they're going to take it early and try to keep their laps fast.
You said we would have one lone green flag runner. Somebody's way off the track. I don't know who that is, but they are way on the apron. Going into 3, it looks like the 6, I believe.
That would be the 6.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
5 of John Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, he was way off the
Slow
track.
on the. What actually happened?
Yeah, he's got some damage as well.
Yeah, it looks like he got loose off too.
See if we can go back and see that. Here is an instant replay coming through turn 1 and 2.
That
And
turn 2, like
hits the wall.
That turn 2, like Joshua Banks said, it's loose coming off. You really got to take care of your throttle, and if you don't, you're going for a ride.
Kind of wonder
It's
if
either
that's
up
what
into the
happened to
wall or
Derek.
down into the inside.
So Pedro, while that was going on, actually did take the lead. I didn't realize he actually had the lead. Did he take the lead early? Oh, he's had it
Yeah,
for
he
9
took the
laps
lead a
now.
little bit earlier.
Okay. So that's going to move Jesse Gaby up to 3rd, Joshua Banks up 4th, and Raymond Dormer up to the 5th place. And this is a good battle here, as the 70 is battling the 30 and the 7 and the 48, all involved in this.
All 3 of these guys looking for that top 5 position early. Get as many positions as you can get early, and we're gonna have contact. Do they save it? Yep, we're gonna continue green.
That was a great save. John
that
Hinchcliffe
was-
also off pace again coming out of turn 2. He's going to be okay there for now, but that was impressive. And the 70's up into the wall. Yes, 70 is up into the wall. That's Raymond Dormer up on that high side. That is into the wall. And he's going to be okay for now. But also the 48, you can see that damage on the back or driver's side door.
Yeah, it looks like it ended up pulling up his hood, so that might actually end up hurting his arrow. So he may have problems on his exits.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that too. It looks like he's going to have a little bit of straight line speed as a possibility, because the 70, even with that damage he's got, is actually having a good run. And I say that, here comes the 48, looking back to the inside of the number 71 of Brian Harford, last year's season champion. Somebody that's having a pretty impressive run goes right behind these guys. Andrew Burden at 64. Oh, I love that paint scheme.
Yeah, it's a nice scheme.
I love it. Yellow.
Oh, but a yellow.
Justin Epperson is smoking on the front stretch, and also Alan Wild, I believe.
Let's see. Oh, Epperson's blown up. He'll have to use his faster.
Oh, that was a good
early.
hit. Him in a 33.
Yeah, that was big.
Oh,
Big contact 33. It looks like he pressed the issue a little bit more than he needed to, and that will bring out our first caution.
yeah, the 70 or 55 actually had nowhere to go and went through the 33, so that ends Sam Nottingham's night as well here early on in Michigan. But that is 15 laps. That was a pretty good run. We're going to not take a break just yet. We're actually going to watch pit stops here, as this could be a huge pit stop, especially for our top 5. I'll tell you somebody that was happy to see that caution was John Hinchcliffe.
After that contact with the wall, he's definitely going to be looking to correct the 2 mistakes he made there on this yellow, and he's going to get what he needed to keep himself from going a lap down. A nice yellow to get them all bunched up and get some new tires.
We seen Derek Pemberton the other night use a fast repair super early on in the race. With the damage he's got, I don't think I would use a fast repair, but you never know. He could make that mistake again.
I don't know. It could be the damage, depending on how the car's handling. It may be something internal, and he could
That's
actually
true.
be loose with that little bit of
True.
damage. So if it's just cosmetic at this point, I wouldn't be using. I would be saving it for about the 40 point, to where I have to make a green flag pit stop, and then get the fast repair done at the halfway point instead of using it early. There's a lot of racing left, and guys are only gonna get a lot more racy for position, and it's just gonna end up being a lot more chances for wrecks and possible chances he could be out of the race.
I agree. So here we go. Pit stops happening now. First one in the box was Majewski, and here we go. And it looks like the 70 missed his pit stall as well. Someone else, Matthew McLean, missed their pit stall as well. Race off pit road. It looks like somebody else there missed it. Yeah, a couple people missed their pit stall. Daniel Haney also missed his. Race off pit road. Pedro Mega, Andrew Bird, Jesse Gavey, Brian Harford, Dustin Majewski, Andrew Jones, Joshua Banks lost a lot of time there, and Jordan Beck, Casey Heschel.
Now, I think if Haney stays out, if he doesn't go to pit, I think he will be your leader right now.
Matt also stayed out, so did Daniel Haney.
Oh, okay, Raymond Dormer.
Yeah, and Raymond Dormer, yeah.
I missed that. That's
all right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Don't waste your time and money at the chain store. They got the best auto parts, brake parts, suspension parts, and dealer parts too. The website's so easy to use. The lowest prices and fast delivery too. All the parts your car will ever need. All the savvy folks are buying parts at rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. rockauto.com. I used to have to go in to the auto parts store. Pay too much, never find quite what I'm looking for. Now I just go online with Rock Auto and see all the parts my car will ever need. Lower prices, more parts, more brands. It's so easy to find the right parts fast. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. All the parts your car will ever need. rockauto.com.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com, and you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions, oh good lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Oval Racing Series. You're listening to Kevin, the co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com. You can catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com, where me and my co-host, Molly Spence, we cover all topics from paranormal, true crime, alternate history, healing, spirituality. I mean, we cover it all, even the occasional, conspiracy theory. Again, we try to cover the gamut of all things. You can listen to us again live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the race and see if my car, driven by Danny Lowe, is winning.
Getting ready to go back green here at Michigan International Speedway for the Rock Auto 250. I think it's the Rock Auto 200, by the way. You know, I got the name right here in front of me. I just did not check.
166 miles.
It's the Rock Auto 175. I apologize. I was way off. I was a couple 50 miles off, wasn't I? Waiting on a pace car to drop, and
Pace car's gonna drop, and Pedro Maga's gonna, holy,
green
he hung
flag.
back of it and got a run.
wheel spin, by the way. Keep an eye on that, because that could be big. Race is going to be for
Wheelspin will
third.
definitely be definitely a big call for Rex.
Race is going to be for third with Jason Gabriel, Brian Harford. How about that run? Brian Harford gets all the way around third, battling for second. He's going to get second.
Oh, Jesse's back looking for a counterattack to the
Oh,
inside.
he's going to the inside. Oh,
And
he's looking.
he might push 3 wide.
He's thinking, wasn't he? He was thinking about it.
He's still thinking.
Oh, he's 3 wide. Oh, nope. Brian Hartford's going to slide up just a little bit. This is going to allow Jesse Gabey to get it right out of turn 3 and 4. And right now, Brian Hartford has a nose out front. And here comes that 16 car in that Ford Ecotech Marine Living Aquarium Fusion to the inside here in 1 and 2. It's a good little battle here. Also, you can see that 30 looking on. Jesse sliding up here and will lose that spot to Brian Hartford for now. There was apparently an issue, guys, with the pit road. We don't know exactly what it was, but there was a little bit of talk going on. And a lot of guys had a lot slower pit stops. That's why you're seeing somebody such as Joshua Banks a little bit further back in that 36. Back in 9th last time by. Danny Lowe right here battling at 85 of Brandon Dalton.
And there's gonna, it looks like some of the drivers further back are actually trying to rubber up that bottom, like I was talking about it possibly getting faster as it rubbers up, and it looks like some more cars are actually trying to run it.
I don't understand a little bit. Okay, now this is just a noob in me with racing in general. I understand how rubber works. You want to run the groove, right?
Yep.
My question is, why do people say during the long runs the groove's going to move up and you don't want to run it now?
Because as it's going to move up, you're going to end up getting more rubber. Like the residual rubber that's not going to stick is going to end up moving up the track.
Okay.
And then the car is actually going to end up having kind of a hydroplane effect, like on water.
So basically the lines change constantly.
The lines change constantly, but the fast line moves up maybe half a lane. It doesn't move up too quickly. And we'll have another yellow.
And it looks like
Any
Ray
wheeling about the car at all?
Dorn? No. John Hinch. Oh, wow. Wow, we'll see what happens here. That's a big one. Oh, it looks like the 98 Brandon Parsons makes contact.
Yeah, it looks like they were looking to go 4 wide in the run, and Parsons made contact, fell down the track, and into Hinchcliffe he went.
4 wide does not work at Michigan, boys. Oof. There we go.
4 wide can work, but it looked like the 98 had a little too much throttle there, than he wanted.
My thing is, won't that hurt John Hinchcliffe because he just used a fast repair? I believe on that last stop.
If he used his fast repair last stop,
Yeah.
it's definitely he's gonna have some aero issues coming off those corners.
So
And if he can't keep up tight to the rear, it may end his race. He may end up falling back further. He may not be slow. We'll never know until the race.
it's interesting.
It'll all depend on if he still has that fast repair.
Do you pit here? 7 laps. Yeah, probably.
7 laps, I think.
Of course.
I think if I'm
3 was under
further
green.
back in the field, if I'm Brandon Parsons or Justin Burnett, I think I'm gonna stay.
Oh, this is close. Somebody's staying. Looks like the one at Casey Heschel going to stay. My only problem with staying out, and it looks like somebody else is going to stay out. A couple cars staying out. My only problem with this staying out whole thing right here, 55 staying out, Justin Epperson also staying out. I think Justin's actually a lap down. But, yeah, he is a lap down. My whole thing here with staying out is the simple fact that we'll spin.
It's definitely something,
Yeah.
if Casey Henschel is going to stay out, it's something he's going to have to look for. He's going to have to worry about wheel spin on his restarts. He may want to use the restart zone and get a jump over that green flag and, be able to get a car length going into turn 1.
All right, so
Mainly what
I want to set something up for you, and I want to get your idea on this. So we had them 3 stay out: Casey Heschel, Timothy Barnes, Greg Branch, Jesse Gabey, Jordan Beck 2 tires, Andrew Bird, Pedro Mega 4, Danny Lowe 2 tires, Cody Wright 2 tires. Do you like the idea of 2 to here early?
The idea of 2 tires, if you said Jesse Gavey took 2, correct?
Yeah, Jesse and Jordan Beck, who is in 4th and 5th right now.
Running top 5 going into the pits, I would have taken 4. I would have gotten the fresh rubber all around.
Yeah.
If I'm running, say, 15th and back, I would have taken 2 to get the extra positions
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad move for Jordan Beck. He started back in 24th, and now he's up to 5th. My question is, do you think this is going to be a short run here? If it's a short run, it's going to work out for Jesse, Jordan especially. Jordan's actually going to come back down.
Yeah, I think he knows in the back of his mind that 2 tires on a long run, it won't be good. That car is going to be loose and it's going to spin to the inside off of 2. So I think that's a smart move going.
I agree. It looks like Justin Epson's going to have to fall to the back. He did not get the free pass or wave around because people stayed out, so he's still being shown 2 laps down. Right now, it looks like our lucky dog will go to Sam Nottingham if a caution was to come back out, is what I'm seeing. He is currently back in the 30th position right now. You can see him at the 55, right in front of Scott Bassick.
And I'm going to go back and make a little bit of pit report. John Hinchcliffe had his fast repair.
Okay, so he just used it?
He just used it.
Okay.
Car is clean and ready to go, so that's going to be not even hurt the field.
Okay.
Which is great to
Yeah,
see.
you can see him exiting the pit road. Yeah, because he's a really fast driver and a good driver. But the thing is, if he has one bad run in here, it's going to hurt him quite a bit because where he's at, not only in points. Remember, John don't have a win this season. He's 3rd in points. So points are very important to him. Without a win.
And until he can lock up that win, he's
Yeah.
in
You're still
danger.
in it. Yeah, everybody's in danger unless you get a win. I mean, honestly. We'll see. I mean, of course, there'll probably be some guys that make it in on points, but, if you want that, know for sure that you're going to make it, get a win.
It's definitely going to relieve a lot of pressure if he can get a win here tonight. Given the season is getting to a point of where it's past halfway, he's going to have less and less time to be able to get that win, and the pressure's only going to mount.
Now, flashback here a little bit. The last time we seen Casey Heschel, who's going to choose the outside, by the way, so this is interesting. The last time we seen him was the last time we seen him out front, I guess we could say, was the All-Star race. Everybody remembers the controversial All-Star race where Casey was pretty much going for it all and shot up through the middle and took out, the leaders. I forgot who it was at the time, Matt McLean and
Sturgill.
Yeah,
It was
Josh
Sturgill and
Josh
Jackson.
Sturgill. Yeah, that's right. Josh Sturgill and Jack Williams.
And it looks like actually the 15 does have some rear damage, so that'll be.
Yeah, right now, honestly, Greg Branch is still out. I don't know who this is really hurting more. I think it hurts that inside row right now a little bit more. There's a lot of guys also through this field. Somebody's going to get wheel spin, whether it be up front or in the middle.
I think it's going to be in the middle. One of the two tire takers, they're going to need a little bit of wheel spin. I think with Casey in the front, I think he's just going to keep the throttle nice and easy and get himself a good run.
Remember how we talked about a big crash? Curtis said we're going to see one big crash. Well, this may be where it happens. We're going to find out. Derek Pemberton also took a 2-tire. No, Derek had a 12.3 second stop. Wow. He gained a lot of spots. 14th right now. Pace car about to pull in. There it goes. And watch for wheel spin, guys. Green
Some
flag
slow
raised.
starters on that inside line, and Casey Heschel will get the start he needed going into one as Jesse Gavey will look to the high side of Timothy Barnes. The
Nobody
high
really got
side
wheel spin.
has been looking faster, but can he actually get the run out? That's going to be the question.
I'm surprised we did not see no wheel spin there.
No, it looks like we saw a little bit.
Jesse Gavey in the wall.
Jesse Gavey into the wall.
Yeah, he may have got squeezed there a little bit by that lap car. Or not the lap car, but the older tire car in the 15. Looked like he got squeezed up the track just a little bit. So he's definitely, he's got damage on that left front. So I would guess. He also gets moved right there from the 39.
He's getting shuffled back hard on some of these guys that are getting trying to get as many positions as they can get. And it's looking like it's just going to continue to fall until he can get a caution and get that damage repaired.
Yep, he's definitely going to have to use a fast repair, and we'll have work to do. Meanwhile, up front, pass for the lead. It will be Pedro Omega taking the lead here from the 1 of Casey Heschel, who's also got damage on that front end.
It looks like Derek Pemberton actually made a move on Joshua Banks and loosened him up off the 2.
Oh, Derek put the bumper.
That's a different move.
That's a different Derek. Old Magic Man putting the bumper to people. Now hit Derek right now looking underneath that 38 of Cody Wright out of turn number 4.
Oh, and he's getting a run. He's getting a run. Will he make it 3 wide?
Yeah.
He'll look to the middle and cross over.
Woo, Derek doing work right now on people. We'll see if he's able to keep that up. 3 wide again, him in the middle. And he passes the 38 for now. Watch for Cody Wright to get a good run. Cody's a really good driver, so it should be a fairly clean race here between them two, but you never know.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like
Look at Joshua.
Highline's really abusing that run. And we're going to go 3 wide. Joshua.
38 in the wall, around goes the 38,
Have a caution zone,
and caution flies. And as all that works through,
How are you doing there?
Wow.
that may have been Derek's fault there a little bit.
I don't know. I saw some contact with the 36. I don't know what actually ended up happening. It looked like Joshua Banks may have pushed an issue to the outside.
We're going to find out. Here we go.
Are you
Watching
into
the 38 right now. Looks like Joshua Banks is going to put it between Derek and the 38, and I can't tell. I need to hop on board here with Derek to see if that's what happened. Go far chase. Did the 81
Yeah, it looks
come
like
up?
some net code from the 36 cutting very close to the 81.
You're right. Yeah, that's. I think it maybe caught on the 36 there a little bit.
I definitely think the 36 didn't need to make that move.
Yeah,
It's a little
yeah,
aggressive being 30
he's a really
laps.
smart driver too. I think I think he knows that honestly too.
I definitely think his decision was put on when Derek moved him. I think he was just trying to get his position back, and I think Witt's got a little bit better of him there.
So Jesse Gavey definitely going to be happy with that because now he can come down pit road. Meanwhile, it looks like pit road will be open, and a couple cars staying out, including the 15. I don't like that. Just being honest, I do not like staying out if you have older tires.
Yeah, staying out with the wreck that just happened, it's just enforcing the fact that we will need new tires sooner than later.
Timothy Barnes currently has 15 laps on them tires, so we'll see. Meanwhile, we pull into the exits and watch the race all pit road. Look for possibly 2 tire stops here as well. I'm still going to keep mentioning that we're going to have wheel spin. Here we come to race all pit road. It looks like Brian Hartford wins the race all pit road with a 2 tire stop. We had 6 people stay out, by the way. A couple of them guys will be okay, I think, even did stay out, such as Matt McLean, Kyle Frame, and people like that. But
That run was 7 laps? 8?
give or take. Yeah.
So I think
7 laps.
Casey Heschel's... Is he... Oh, no, he did pit.
He did.
Okay.
Pit. All right, guys, we'll
Irish.
take another break. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com, and you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions, oh good lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com.
I used to have to go in to the auto parts store. Paid too much, never find quite what I'm looking for. Now I just go online to Rock Auto and see all the parts my car will ever need. Lower prices, more parts, more brands. It's so easy to find the right parts fast. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. All the parts your car will ever need. RockAuto.com. Don't waste your time and money at the chain store. They got the best auto parts, brake parts, suspension parts, and dealer parts too. The website's so easy to use. The lowest prices and fast delivery too. All the parts parts your car will ever need. All the savvy folks are buying parts at rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need, rockauto.com.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Oval Racing Series. You're listening to Kevin, the co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com. You can catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com, where me and my co-host, Molly Spence, we cover all topics from paranormal, true crime, alternate history, healing, spirituality. I mean, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, we try to cover the gamut of all things. You can listen to us again live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the race and see if my car, driven by Danny Lowe, is winning.
Back here for the Rock Auto 175. Make sure y'all check out rockauto.com. And they got pretty cool prices on there, by the way. I actually went and checked it out a few weeks ago. And way cheaper than a lot of retailers, that's for sure. So, and numerous brands and everything like that. So be sure to check out rockauto.com for everything. So I know we got a lot of racers and stuff that actually watch that race in real life. So check them out. Pretty cool. Looks like Andrew Jones stayed out, by the way. 6'4". Timothy Barnes also stayed out 17 laps. I'm not a fan of that.
Wheel spin is going to be a very high chance as
Yeah,
well.
I agree.
If they take a lot of care with their throttles, they won't have any issues. But if they pedal to floor, let's go, they're definitely going to have wheel spin and possibly a good
We're
wreck.
going to find out because the pace car is about to drop in. There it goes now. Green flag. That 15 playing a little bit there with the throttle. Yeah, that 15 stacked up the whole field. Sorry, but I don't know what happened, but we just had a massive stack up. Everybody's still
That
green.
was huge.
Yeah, everybody's still green. I think
Yeah,
the
Pedro
15.
Mega into the wall.
Yep, he's down. He is into the wall hard.
Does he stay
This is
down?
going to be bad. Woo! Jesse Gavey. Oh, big wreck.
Oh,
Actually, only 2 cars managed to spin out of that.
wow.
Jesse Gavey, what a move. Holy cow. We're going to ride on board here with Jesse. Watch this.
Whoa.
Did you see it?
Literally inches.
Yes.
There wasn't much there,
He was done.
and he shot the gap.
Yeah,
Great
he
there.
was done, like, honestly. So let's go back here. I want to watch this restart by this 15 if we can. One more time.
He really checked up that field.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I hear it. You know what? He actually went normal. That I
So
can
it looks
tell.
like the back of the field just got racy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact going down, and then it ran into Pedro Mega into the wall, and he's all the way.
One more time, guys. We'll take a look from our blimp at the start. And you want to see how things get ugly here at Michigan?
And that's where the difference between fresh rubber and half fresh rubber goes.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think Timothy actually did anything really wrong. I think it was just other people, to be honest.
It didn't look like he himself didn't look like he did anything wrong.
Yeah.
It looks like it was just the field. The fresh tires got a little racy. They got close and went when the green went. And
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that Timothy, waited a little bit there, and it's his right to. He can. And a lot of guys wasn't really expecting him to wait that long, and the wheels, didn't really hook up because they're old tires, and the new ones did. You know what I mean? So it really did stack it up. You can't blame the 15 for doing anything wrong on that, I don't think. So, unfortunately for a lot of guys, I know Derek Pemberton and Jesse both took a lot of hits towards the back, and also Pedro Mega, unfortunately for him, is on pit road. You can see him.
And he has a fast repair, so that'll
Yeah.
be a saving grace for him.
Yeah, a lot of guys still have a fast repair. There's Joshua Banks coming out as well. He still had a fast repair after what happened earlier to him in the race. So right now, it looked like our lucky dog went to Daniel Haney. Actually, he may have been on the... I think that is your lucky dog.
Looks like, actually, correction, looks like Sam Niederhelm was your lucky
Okay,
dog.
okay. Yeah, you're right, you're right. So right now, nobody really gets a lucky dog. Next time, Justin Epperson, 4 laps down, he would be your lucky dog. He would need a little bit more help, though, however, to get back on the lead lap. So 37 laps, or 36 laps, I'm sorry, are almost complete. We'll take a look at our... you know what, let's wait a few laps before we take a mid-race summary. Any mid-race yet? Looking through the field right now. John Hinscliffe after a wreck earlier, back up to 10th right now. You want me to tell you what I think this honestly is, a lot of these wrecks that we're seeing? I think there's a lot of fast guys caught in the middle of the field.
That's what I think. It's
You know?
definitely your veteran drivers
Yeah.
seeing that halfway point of the race, and they're
Yeah.
really trying to drive their cars.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing, you know, we got some of our best drivers in the middle of the field right now. Brian Harford's up in 7th. Andrew Bird's 6th right now. But then a little bit further back, we've seen Dustin Majewski right now, who's been up front most of the night as well, back in 9th. John Hinscliffe is back in 10th. And I mean, there's some really fast guys caught right in the middle of the field. And I'm wondering, honestly, if that is just a little bit of patience wearing off when we're seeing them push a little bit hard there at the start.
I think as the race goes on, patience will start to wear more. We'll see a little bit more 3-wide racing, some closer racing, and possibly some bumping.
I agree. Like we've seen with Derek Pemberton and Joshua Banks earlier.
That's textbook of what we're gonna see, and if it stays this close,
You know, you don't see a lot of bumping at 200 miles an hour.
no.
You don't. I mean, it's very dangerous. I mean, you know, usually it don't end well.
But with how this race has been going, with the mentalities that have
Yeah.
been used, I definitely think it's going to result to
I agree.
some people being moved.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think you kind of have to in some situations as well, you know what I mean? No matter what kind of track it is, honestly.
Yep.
I mean, Michigan's a wide track, let's be honest.
I mean, Derek picked the right move. Off at 2, your car is already loose. He got right in there, tightened his car up with the aero draft, and gave Banks a little bit of a nudge and loosened him up enough to get the position.
You know, somebody that don't have no damage right now that I don't see is the 64 of Andrew Jones. I don't see a lot of damage on the car. However, it's 14 laps. Keep in mind again, guys, we're actually going to go to a blimp here on the restart for this one. But keep in mind, once again, it could still be wheel spin. The tires got heated up that time. A lot of people stayed out, like the 15. Could have picked up a lot of loose rubber because I believe it carries over from practice. So there's still some rubber and particles and stuff like that laying on the track.
Yeah, there's still that extra rubber, and the fact that during cautions the tires won't be running definitely as hard, so they'll be cooling down, so it'll actually get worse grip-wise because the tires will be heating and cooling, and they'll just actually end up messing with the rubber on your tires.
Alright, so here we get ready to go. We're working through turns 3 right now, sponsored by 3M. Looking back right now at the 88 of Matt McLean.
That 64 is holding. It looks like he's holding back a bit, half a lane, to see if he can keep with the jump of Timothy Barnes.
Watch for wheel spin. That's why we're up in the blimp. Here we go. Green flag about to wave. There we go. 15 got a real good start there. Everybody else
Great
looks like
start.
they made it through. Yeah, good start by everybody there. Jesse Gavey diving in and out of traffic. The battle going to be for second right now. Matt McLean, Andrew Jones through turns 1 and 2.
You know, looks like Timothy Barnes is going to drive clean for a little bit as everyone else battles for position to get anything and everything they can get before the next possible yellow or even a long run at this point.
Looking back at caution out. Yep. Greg Branch around with a bunch of cars on the back stretch.
Whoa,
Raymond
Sam
Dormer.
Niederhelm, Raymond Dormer,
And
Scott Masick.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know what happened there. We'll see if we can find out. Off turn 4. Scott Masick got the apron and went around. That's what it looks like anyway.
Well, this is a break, maybe a break for Timothy Barnes to possibly get some tires, or maybe stretch it out some more.
Wait a minute. I think Scott Masick might have had some help here. Joshua Banks may have helped him around. Yes, sir. 36
with
sits in the back.
having one AOL, he.
You know, though, me personally on this, I'm watching, and I'm not defending Joshua Banks whatsoever on this because we already said that he caused one wreck. The 00 got a little loose or was really slow in the center of that turn.
Yeah, I don't see an issue with Banks giving him a little bump. If Banks had changed his line, there could have been a big wreck from other cars checking up.
So I don't know. They usually draw a white line or a line in the sand, however, and they usually stick with it in here for sure. So we'll see what happens with that. Possibility could be his second EOL or second or disqualified, I guess, is what's next.
This will be a second penalty, and 2 penalties does constitute a
disqualification.
Yeah, as far.
So a lot of drivers coming down pit road, and we can see them. Andrew Jones on pit road, and Kyle Frame also there. The driver that stayed out, Timothy Barnes, did stay out just in case. Derek Pemberton also on pit road. Alan Wild, Pedro Mega also on pit road still. Taking some fresh tires. David Clark also on pit road. You can see him about to exit out right here. The Superman Game calls car. There comes the 47. He's down and away. Alright, guys. We'll
Joshua Banks is disqualified.
Wow. And he just maybe killed his car. Or killed somebody. Oh, he just decided to take his car out, I guess.
It looked like.
Alright, guys. We'll be right back after a quick message.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Oval Racing Series. You're listening to Kevin, the co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com. You can catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com, where me and my co-host, Molly Spence, we cover all topics from paranormal, true crime, alternate history, healing, spirituality. I mean, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, we try to cover the gamut of all things. You can listen to us again live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the race and see if my car... Hey everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com. And you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions. Oh, good Lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com.
I used to have to go in to the auto parts store. Paid too much, never find quite what I'm looking for. Now I just go online to Rock Auto and see all the parts my car will ever need. Lower prices, more parts, more brands. It's so easy to find the right parts fast. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. All the parts your car will ever need. RockAuto.com. Don't waste your time and money at the chain store. They got the best auto parts, brake parts, suspension parts, and dealer parts too. The website's so easy to use. The lowest prices and fast delivery too. All the parts parts your car will ever need. All the savvy folks are buying parts at rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. rockauto.com.
We are back here at Michigan for our mid-race report. Laps completed 42, laps remaining 46. We're on lap 43, coming to 44. 5 cautions so far for 20 laps. Curtis, any mid-break report you want to give, or impressed with anybody right now, or what's your thoughts right now?
I think Timothy Barnes, his pit strategy, I'm impressed. Staying out for 17 laps, making those tires work and holding the lead.
You know, my biggest thing with the whole thing right now with pit strategy, I don't think we're going to go green for the rest of the way, as we've seen right now. He is going to have to pit sometime soon unless we just keep having caution after caution, but he's got 27 laps right now on that set of tires, so we'll see what it does. Waiting on the pace car to drop in. Timothy Barnes choosing the outside line once again. Start stacking them up. Watch for wheel spin, guys. We keep mentioning it. I think it's a matter of time.
Oh, we're gonna get something.
Green flag,
Timothy
leaves.
Barnes with another good jump.
You know, I'm
Looks like
surprised he's able to get some jumps. Some
It
tires.
looks like Andrew Bird was sleeping a little bit.
Everybody gets a good start behind him, so the battle's going to be right now a little bit further back through the field. I take that back. Brian Hartford looking to put a pass on Matt Cherry in the 48. This could be bad.
Ooh, and he
That
got
was
tight.
close.
He almost got into the wall and ended up collecting a couple cars.
Also,
And Danny
Danny
Lowe
Lowe.
looking to work on Dustin
Yeah.
Majewski, but gets a little bit tight there.
well, Danny's having a good run tonight so far in that number 79 car. Right behind him, Brandon Dalton also having a good run in his YouTube BL Dalton 85. Make sure y'all check that out if anybody's interested. Danny Lowe right now.
Pedro Mega making it 3 wide for 17th?
He's back in 15th, so
15th now?
yep, 15th now. You are correct.
Yeah, he was 17th.
Slides in front of the 88
Looks like
for
Casey
now.
Henschel gets a little slow off the corner. 38 gets a little bit into the wall. Cody Wright gonna have maybe some damage from it. May slow him down.
Woo!
Looks like
Pedro sliding in front of the one of Casey Heschel. And it looks like that 76 Gene Collin going to run a little wide here. It's going to be another 3 wide. No, we'll take that back to 2 wide now.
I think Pedro's only mission right now is back to the front he goes.
Yeah, he's starting to work his way up. As guys, we actually had a really great race going, and then we started seeing a little chain of cautions, breathe cautions, as they say. Or breathe cautions, not breathe.
It looks like as John Hinchcliffe is looking to work the bottom on Brian Harford. Harford's just going to stick to that higher line that he knows so well.
Maybe somebody else is starting to make their way back up. Is that 16 car? Back up to 10th now.
Looks like a lot of the leaders that were falling back are still starting to
agree.
make their way back to
Battle
the
for
field.
the lead about to change, by the way. The 48 put a lot of pressure right now on this 15. Matt Cherry trying to take away Timothy Barnes' lead. And Timothy's like quite a few laps out there on them old tires.
Oh,
17.
Danny Lowe and Brandon Dalton. Jesse Gavies involved.
Whoa!
Danny Lowe. Oh, Pedro Mega just getting out of that one.
Big junk. The 21 had nowhere to go.
Yeah. 16 got some front end.
Did he make it through that?
Barely, maybe with a little bit of minor front end damage, but
How about the one? You want to talk about the C's Parton? Casey Heschel had nowhere to go on this one. He just drives through the middle of them. Oh, man. Now, you want to see a hard hit. David Clark took a hard hit. Here we go. He sees the smoke. Just going for it. And he had nowhere to go.
yeah, it looks like Jesse Gavey gets through almost clean.
Yeah. I mean, I seen a few sparks, but I was looking at his car. We'll take another look at it. His car actually don't look bad at all, to be honest.
Yeah, Pedro Mega went a bit of a ride in the grass. I wonder if he got any lasting damage from it, because his car took a pretty violent bounce.
You can actually see this. Yeah, he was avoiding Brandon Dalton. Oh! You talk about jumping up and saving it. He about got into the 42 of Chris James as well. Timothy Barnes holds out and stays out again.
Wow.
I don't know what to say about it. I didn't think it would work the first 2 times. So, you know,
He's
doing something I didn't think I would see.
he's really going against what I expected.
Yeah.
I expected, every pit stop, and Timothy Barnes is really using. I think what's really saving him. I definitely think it's these short runs. with
Yeah, I agree.
cautions.
With that, however, it is going to open up somebody else staying out. Raymond Dormer may see what Timothy's doing and be like, hey, I want to try this too. Race Off Pit Road going to go Jesse Gavey with the win off Race Off Pit Road. He chose 2 tires, by the way. He just came in during that last stop, so we'll see. I don't think his tire stops are hurting if they take 2, honestly. Jesse Gavey, Andrew Bird, Matt Cherry, John Hinchcliffe, Brian Harford, Dustin Majewski, Chad Heath, who we haven't spoken about all night, and Casey Heschel. Top 10. Once again, as a look at your track information, we are at Michigan International Speedway. And a quick look at your weather. We can look at pit stops this time. It looks like Jesse Gavey did have the fastest pit stop, of course, because he did take just 2 tires. Raymond Dormer's pit stop is his last pit stop, by the way.
Looks like Raymond Dormer is going to take it down. And Daniel Lowe was assessed an EOL penalty. That'll be his first of the night.
Okay. Also, just looking through the fastest pit stops, it looked like a 13:13 on Brad Harford's car, which actually gained him a spot, by the way. Well, actually, it didn't. I lied. He's back in 7th right now.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see what old tires. We'll definitely look against fresh tires.
You talk about old tires, 34 lap older
34
tires.
laps.
He's going to have to pit here soon. Like, even if we stay under caution, right?
I think I don't know what fuel's looking like for a lot of these cars, but he's got to be pushing.
Yeah, he's only pitted 1 time, and that was in 34 laps ago. That was back on lap 20. I'm sorry, not even that long. It's more than that. That's back on lap 16, I believe. Yeah.
Maybe we misunderstood the fuel, and he's just gonna ride it out.
Yeah, I mean, a possibility. I mean, I'm just surprised to even see this right now. Brandon Dalton?
Yeah.
Wait, how is Brandon out in front? Brandon must have stayed out last time too, didn't he?
No, it's looking like, iRacing is showing 16 in second for me.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
85
see.
is running second. So it's going to be, I think the field was still sorting itself out last run by, so we'll have to see a more accurate result now.
Yeah, I thought Jesse actually wanted to race all pit road, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's strange. So Brandon Dalton somehow managed to get up to second. He was on pit road as well whenever they was all on there. So maybe not, I just didn't see it. He'll pull off. I don't know.
Brandon Dalton will start second. Jesse Gavey followed by Andrew Bird. Rounding out the top 5 will be Matt Cherry.
Yeah, John Hinchcliffe, Brian Harford, Dustin Majewski, and Chad Heath, and Casey Heschel back in the top 10. So we'll see how it does this time on tires. I don't think there's going to be wheel spin because I keep saying that, and there's not, so I'm wrong about that. And the funny thing is, every race I've done here so far this week, which the new season just started yesterday, but a lap, like a caution to come out towards the end of the race when we had like 3 laps left or something. Some people stay out, of course. And last night in the Xfinity Series when that happened, there was 7 or 8 cars that had wheel spin and wrecked up front. So I don't know if it's just maybe all these cautions we're getting, and there's not a ton of rubber being picked up. Cause every pit stop we're having people pit, so they got fresh rubber and they're not really laying a lot down since it is fresh.
I think it's the short runs that are allowing the 15 to actually keep his tires out so long.
That's what I'm thinking as well. Well, we're going to find out right here, once again. Pace car pulls down pit road, and we are green flag. As Timothy once again will take a solid
with another
restart.
big jump. He's been getting good restarts no matter what the tires are looking like for him.
Yeah, I agree. Brandon Dalton now trying to take away second place. And it don't look like he's going to be able to do that. Here comes the 32, and the 16 almost gets it to the side of the 85. That's going to throw the 16 off his line a little bit. Casey Heschel on the wall. And it looks like everybody else is okay for now as they drive by him. However, up front, battle for the lead. Timothy Barnes loses it.
And that's what fresh rubber will do. It'll give him that run. Timothy Barnes will get a good jump off the restarts, but after the run starts to set in, he won't be able to handle it as quickly in the corners.
I agree.
So
here comes the battle for fourth. John Hinchcliffe looking to take it away. Jesse right now caught up a little bit behind this 85, I see it looks like. He's trying to figure out a way to get beside Brandon Dalton to take that spot away, but John Hinchcliffe working his way up, and we got a wreck behind him, about 6 cars into the wall. Looks like they're going to keep it clean for now. Don't see nobody spinning out.
Oh, Chuck Phillips hard into the wall.
It looks like we'll stay green.
He's blown up, and we will stay green.
Surprised that caution was not out for that. Yeah, he needs to stay on the apron because these guys are coming around fast, and caution will fly. What's the yellow for?
Yellow car blown up on the front stretch, or on the back stretch. I think they're throwing it from that accident.
Possibility.
I think at this point, Timothy Barnes should pit. I think his tires are spent. He definitely should get a new set at this point. Maybe
but it works out for him, honestly. I mean,
if he was going to be short on fuel, now he's not.
Yeah, that dare get him to the end no matter what. Now one more pit stop to get to the end. Tell you somebody that struggled with that was Jesse Gavey on them 2 tires. He actually lost a couple spots.
Yeah, it looked like he was really loose coming off those corners, and when he was trying to fight with John Hinchcliffe, those 2 tires didn't stand up.
So the pace lights are on right now. I
think everyone should come down at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody's gonna stay out. They seen what Timothy did. Somebody will stay out.
Yep.
Timothy may stay out. I don't know.
I think Andrew Bird might. I think he might solidify his lead and keep it. His tires aren't that old.
See the 85 going back and forth. I wonder if he's thinking about staying out here since he's weaving back and forth.
Yeah, definitely could be a possibility, but any of the 2 guys that took 2 tires should definitely go down. And it looks like that's exactly...
Woo! Changes everywhere.
Andrew Bird.
Well.
With a trick.
A lot of guys coming, a lot of guys
did not fall for that one.
This is going to get interesting, guys. As looks like Timothy Barnes was the first one on pit road. Followed by Matt Cherry, I believe, and then Jesse Gavey. So we'll watch the race on pit road right now. Multiple stops being done. Pedro Mega also coming down, by the way. Race off pit road. 15. Then Matt Cherry and Jesse Gavey's going to sit there a long time to get some optionals taken care of. So the race goes Timothy Barnes, Matt Cherry, Pedro Mega, Kyle Frame, Andrew Jones, Daniel Haney, and then Jesse Gavey still sitting on pit road getting some optionals done on his car. Probably from that little wreck that he was involved in earlier.
And just it's smart to get those optionals done now instead of suffer. Because coming down to just about
Not
30
many,
laps to go,
And not many.
it's definitely a rundown to who's got the best car when the
32's
cautions
in
come
the
out.
grass. Okay, I think he may have blinked or lagged there a little bit, I'm thinking. Because he actually went out and touched the grass. I don't know what happened. But it looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, his tires might be a little mudded up with him being on the grass. So
Possibility, yeah. That could cause wheel spin. I'm just trying to get wheel spins one time just so I can say I knew it was coming. You know? Like, honestly, I figured it would have happened by now.
I think these guys are using enough care with their throttles. I don't think that'll be a
Just
huge
like,
issue for the rest of the race.
I don't understand how we're not having it in these cars, but everything else we've seen it in. I've seen the K&N have wheel spin here.
Yep, these guys are, they know their cars. They've been racing them for a while, and they're really taking care, as we saw with Timothy Barnes leading the race on 30-lap-old tires.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
Oh, wow.
I wasn't expecting the jumps he was having, so it's really impressive.
Yeah,
to
I
show
agree with that. Yeah, I agree with
how
that.
well his tires were holding up with all the temperature change continuing.
Yeah, out of everybody that did, I mean, honestly, I'm very impressed with what Timothy did. Seriously, I really mean that, because I didn't think he'd even be able to hold out there that long, honestly, even though we had caution after caution. And by the way, so far your prediction has been right, though. You said we was going to have a long or a decent green flag run and then fill by cautions. So, and you picked John Hinchcliffe to win, by the way. He's back in third.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the field's been back and forth. There's some of the guys who have been handling themselves well. Brian Harford, we haven't seen him outside of the top 10 much. Dustin Majewski, he's been holding well. And a lot of the field's there's been a lot of movers through the field, so it's been interesting to see how it's going to actually fill out the field.
Yeah, I agree. Guys, next week we go to Sonoma for this league, our first road race of the season, and our last broadcast for CFR TV with the Oval Racing League. So hopefully these guys continue on. Wish them the best of luck, of course. And then this Thursday, however, Go Fast Racing League Truck Series from Michigan. We do not broadcast set Friday for them guys, however, for the Canyon race. Saturday, we'll be back with them for the Xfinity Series. Sunday is a big day. CFR Championship goes to Homestead, Miami for the season finale. 4 drivers trying to make it and win the championship. Should be fun to watch. Also, if anybody's looking for a lead, be sure to get in contact with me. So CFR TV, you can check it on Facebook. You can contact me through there, or CFR Championship. New league be starting up. Well, not new league. Well, actually, there's a new league coming here as well soon too. But Sundays, we'll have like a month or so off, but we'll be doing some recruiting races and stuff like that. So should be fun. Come in and race with us on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. Curtis Martin runs that as well.
I do.
Think you'll win and think you'll make the chase next season?
I definitely feel like I have a good shot at the chase.
What do you tell? Well, I mean, if you look at the chase this year, with who made it and stuff, I think you just, have some decent runs thrown together, you'll be all right. Pace car pulls in. Green flag waves. And how about that jump?
Wow.
That's a good one. Battle's heating up.
Really making use of those tires, having them activated over the people it chose to pit.
Battle
They're
heating
gonna have
up.
to wait a lap or two for their tires to actually heat up, and John Hinchcliffe will get a run.
Yeah, he's going to be able to back in a bumper.
Now it looks like we'll have a battle for fourth between
Harford
and Majewski.
Yep. Watching the 5 car underneath Brandon Dalton through turn, and he will put the move on him. And look at this move. Crossover from the 85. Oh, this is dangerous. This ain't good. Slow cars, yeah.
Great move with that crossover.
Yeah, Hinchcliffe. Oh, somebody's around. 70, Raymond Dormer. Through the grass. Still sitting there. He's going to spin it back around. And I think, depending, unless they throw it, we stay green.
And we'll have no yellow.
No yellow right now.
We will have a yellow.
Big wreck on the back. Big wreck.
Whoa.
That's what the yellow was for.
John Hinchcliffe. Daniel Haney.
Man. Well, you said we was going to have one big wreck. You just seen it. Here we go.
Let's see who.
Oh, this happened with the 15 and Matt Cherry. You know, once again,
Timothy Barnes around.
y'all want to see
Getting into
something crazy?
Column. It was.
I'm not trying to be. I'm a religious person myself, but Jesus just took Jesse Gaby's wheel because he should have been wrecked again.
His whole night has been
dodge,
close to wrecks.
dodge and avoid. Because Casey Heschel, to be honest, was about as close as you could get to Jesse's door.
If Casey Heschel wasn't there,
Yeah,
I don't think the 16 would be running.
I agree. Looking high above, and it looks like Matt Cherry got to the back of the 15. Is what caused it.
It's like who's gonna get the EOL? That's gonna be the question, because that was a lot of things happening in that
It
wreck.
was. You know, I think what we need to do for a rule, Curtis, I was sitting here thinking about that as we watched the pit stops, and we'll watch this first, see who all comes down. A bunch of people staying out, only the 71 coming down, of course Matt Cherry coming down. So, I was sitting here thinking, guys, we'll get a break real fast and we'll be right back. This will be our final break of the night, so we'll be right back.
I used to have to go in to the auto parts store. Paid too much, never find quite what I'm looking for. Now I just go online to Rock Auto and see all the parts my car will ever need. Lower prices, more parts, more brands. It's so easy to find the right parts fast. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. All the parts your car will ever need. RockAuto.com. Don't waste your time and money at the chain store. They got the best auto parts, brake parts, suspension parts, and dealer parts too. The website's so easy to use. The lowest prices and fast delivery too. All the parts your car will ever need. All the savvy folks are buying parts at RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. RockAuto.com.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ZTalkRadio.com, and you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions, oh good lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ZTalkRadio.com. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Oval Racing Series. You're listening to Kevin, the co-host of The Buzz on ZTalkRadio.com. You can catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ZTalkRadio.com, where me and my co-host, Molly Spence, we cover all topics from paranormal, true crime, alternate history, healing, spirituality. I mean, we cover it all, even the occasional, conspiracy theory. Again, we try to cover the gamut of all things. You can listen to us again live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ZTalkRadio.com. Now, let's get back to the race and see if my car, driven by Danny Lowe, is winning. Don't waste your time and money at the chain store.
the best auto parts. Brake parts, suspension parts, and dealer parts too. The website's so easy to use. The lowest prices and fast delivery too. All the parts your car will ever need. All the savvy folks are buying parts at rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. rockauto.com.
We're back here for the rockauto.com 175. Make sure you check out rockauto.com for all your personal car needs. Great deal on all kinds of stuff. Lots of parts to choose from. As you can tell by that lovely little jingles, I love them songs, by the way. Have you actually listened to the commercials yet?
I have not.
They're fun. I like them. Like, good job to Rock Auto for making them. So yeah, make sure you check them out. Also, make sure you check out SimpleManCalls.com for Simple Man game calls, decoys, and lanyards. They got a new call that's out called the Force that is actually made with the name Force Center Force Racing, or Center Force TV, which is pretty cool. Be sure to check them out. They got a lot of cool things on there for any outdoorsman in your family, especially with Father's Day coming up. That'd be a cool little gift to get your dad or your dad. That'd be a cool gift for me if you want to buy me one as well. Pace car about to drop in. We got 24 laps to go once we hit the line. We'll see what happens. Car stayed
Looks
out.
like a lot of these cars are starting to get close and be races. We may have a really close restart and going into one.
I agree. Andrew Bird, Brandon Dalton, pace car in. We're green flag now. And there was a checkup.
With another very good run.
It was somebody that did not get
Brandon
going.
Dalton by 3.
Battle's going to be back in 3rd, 4th, and 5th as Cody Wright tries to hang on to that spot. Matt McLean and Dustin Majewski. And here comes the 38. And look at that 47.
Oh, that 47 is rolling through that corner quick. And he's going to be working the inside. Does he keep it? Oh!
Little contact there, wasn't it?
Almost.
Yeah.
They got real close there.
That opens the
Mega
door for
just
Jesse.
getting through to keep the position. Gavey will follow and continue working the bottom of Justin Majewski. Majewski will hold on as more cars looking to take that low line past.
A little contact right there, I believe, from the 16. Move the 30 up the track, yeah.
At 30 overdrove the corner. Harford looking to make a move too, but he won't catch him before the end of the corner, so he'll have to wait till turn 3 to start working on that 30 car. And 30 did not get the start he wanted, and he's under siege right now from some of the cars that have been
Pedro Mega also working up there now. He is up to 3rd place, but he still hasn't completed the pass yet on Matt McLean. McLean with a good run out of turn number 4. And here comes the 47 using the apron with a little bit of an advantage going into 1.
Yeah, I was really watching that apron when he was using it early in the race. I didn't know how it would work, but it looks like it's rubbered up quite well, and he's actually didn't quite close down there.
That's a dangerous move in these cars here. You're right about that, so we'll keep an eye on that as this race goes on. But he does click pass on Matt McLean, going to be setting his sights on Brandon Dalton in that 85. Brandon's looking for one of his biggest wins. Caution flies.
Another wreck.
The 15.
15 of Timothy Barnes ever since
he got
those
turned.
new tires.
Yeah, I think Matt Cherry possibly turned him, I believe.
Let's see. Yeah, it looked like.
Ain't that the second time? Taking a ball?
I think so. Yeah, it looked like Timothy Barnes was getting ready to set up his corner, and Matt Cherry was.
You know what?
Not ready to give
it. The 15 kept wanting to come down, and that time the 48 said, "Well, if you want to keep coming down, I'm just going to turn you around." And there he goes. So a caution flies once again. Here at
see the call from race control.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one myself a little bit.
Because that could go both ways.
Yeah. I'm a little interested in that one myself.
Yeah. No EOL assessed yet. I think we're going to wait till pit stops are over.
Yeah, that's a close one. You got to get that car right with only 20 laps to go. And we are. Pit road's open. Anybody staying out? Brian Harford. You know what?
I think at this point,
I think that's a good call.
It's a good gamble.
Yeah.
He's got 20 laps to go. As we saw with Timothy Barnes, really made that work and just rolled it out as long as he could. Let the accidents happen behind him and just rolled in with those laps led.
I agree. I think that's a great call.
Yeah, Kyle Frame gonna stay out as well. Matt Cherry,
Oh, no.
Daniel Haney.
The 47 missed his pit box. He slid through it and had to back up. So that's going to cost Pedro a lot of time on pit road.
He's gonna lose 2 seconds, 3
Yes, he gave
seconds
you when he first on pit
approximately.
road. Took 2 tires, by the way, to 16. Yeah, he lost 4 spots. Pedro did.
Wow.
The total
He's
time
gotta be-
spent by Pedro on pit road when everybody else had a 38, give or take a little bit on that, on pit road. Pedro had a 42-second pit road. That includes
Wow, so
stopping
he lost
everything.
4 seconds.
Yeah. Somebody else that had a kind of a slow pit road was Brandon Dalton in the 85. He lost a lot of spots there as well. He falls back to 13th now.
This is where it really gets to the point of where you got to keep yourself calm and keep your nerves together. If you slide through that pit box, just as we saw with Pedro Mega, one mistake can put you right back through the field, and you got a lot of work to do.
This is an interesting call, too, for some of these drivers to stay out. I like it, though.
Yeah, I mean, for guys like Brian Harford, Kyle Frame, Matt Cherry, they're looking to keep their track position as best they can. Kyle Frame has been up and down through the field this race, but you know what? I think with having that third place track position, he can follow Harford.
48's coming down, by the way. I believe the 48 may be the one getting the EOL.
Right, second place track position. Depending on where Harford goes, if Harford takes the high line, Frame's got to really watch for that jump, or his position's going to be in jeopardy by multiple different lanes going into turn 1.
Yeah, I agree. So, did we get a word on if that was an EOL for him?
No EOL has been assessed
Okay.
so far.
Well, things just got more interesting because I also want to mention that the 15 decided to stay out.
He stayed out.
Yeah, he did stay out after getting spun.
I think after spinning, your tires are going to flat spot.
Yeah, I agree. So he's going to be starting 4th. I think he thought he could do what he did last time. I don't think you can do that now.
I think you might be right on your prediction. I'm going to read your mind.
I think we're going to see wheel spin, guys.
If his tires are flat spotted,
Yeah.
we have a very good chance
Not only
to see a
that,
wheel spin.
the
He's got to
heat
be
that he
very
got when
careful.
spinning on them tires as well, picking
Oh,
up
yeah.
that rubber. And he went all the way to the apron.
Yeah, and he is not scrubbing.
Yeah, I
so
have
he
not
could
seen
be-
him do it yet, so...
That rubber is going to stick, and if he doesn't take gentle care throttling up, he could spin his tire. And being in 4th place, he can't go to the bottom. Cars can't go around him to the bottom. There's a whole line there, so it could be a huge checkup for that high line.
Now, I'm not going to argue with the guy. He's got a 4,500 I rating. He knows what he's doing, I think. But, I think he's kind of got an idea that this may be his only chance to have a good finish.
With the amount of cars that stayed out,
Yeah,
I think it's the only call you could make
yeah, I agree. I mean,
if he wants to be competitive.
I don't necessarily like spinning and not coming on pit road, but at the same time, we've seen him do it,
Yep.
Well, we're about to find out.
And EOL has been assessed. It will be Matt Cherry taking that
Okay.
EOL.
I thought it might have been, so he's going to be restarting back in 19th place after that.
He's got some work. It looks like 17
Yeah, that's
laps
tough.
to go.
Yeah, we're coming to 17 to go once we hit the line.
So he's gonna have some work going back, even getting back to the top 10. He's got to really use his time in this double file restart and gain as many positions as he can take as safely as he can get it.
Possibility we could see Brian Harford get the win here tonight. Don't want to say it just yet, but he has yet to pick up a win this season, which is kind of odd because last year, by this time last season, he had multiple wins. I think he got like 13 wins last season. We'll see if he's able to do it or not.
Yeah, it looks like if the top 4 can run well, I think the people that took tires I think they're not going to be the new tires are going to be worth anything. If they run well, if they battle for position, the new tires will prevail.
Kyle Frame may have something here too. We haven't spoke a lot about him so far tonight, but he's looking good right now. Carlos clean, so we'll wait and see as we get ready to go.
And who will be on that outside line? Brian Harford making an interesting pick that hasn't been favorable with the leaders, taking that inside.
All right, and green flag. Wow. The inside line didn't get going. Jesse Gavey also caught sleeping just a little bit.
Yep, Andrew Bird looking... Nope. He was looking to go 3 wide going into 1, but Timothy Barnes was shutting the door going, no, this is not happening.
Battle's going to be 3 wide up in front of them. Watch this. This cannot be good. And they did.
It looks like
make it
Andrew
through.
Bird got tight trying to make that position change on Daniel Haney. As Gavey will look high, Bird will look low. How is this going to work?
The O2 seems like he don't have quite the speed just yet as some of these other guys. Remember, he hasn't been up front all race, so we're seeing if he can hold on to it. That would be pretty impressive if he's able to get up there and get a top 3. But right now, look at Pedro Omega dropping to the apron again. Oh, it's whoa!
Andrew Bird just spun Timothy Barnes.
15. Did he save it?
Wow, what a save.
Yeah. That was one of the best saves
Driving
we've ever
down to the
seen.
apron and making a huge save.
That was one of the best saves we've ever seen, hands down.
That's save of the race right
Yeah,
there.
I agree.
And we're 3 wide through
Wow.
multiple points of this field.
Wow, what a save. Got 3 wide right here again. Timothy Barnes in the middle.
Pedro Omega on the bottom running that apron.
Oh, this ain't going to be good. I thought the 85 thought about 4 wide.
Brandon Dalton looking to make this
Contact
interesting as Pedro
between the
Omega
47.
making contact with the 15 of Timothy Barnes.
Oh, there's going to be a wreck. There ain't no way they're going to be all right.
We're getting real racy here, coming at 13 to go this time by. And looks like Brian Harford really loving what's going on right now, and Kyle Frame just trying to run down Harford. They've both been very good on their times.
Yeah.
Brian Harford is a bit faster at this point in time, but it'll be a tire difference.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because remember the 71-57 both did not take tires. Jesse Gavey, who's sitting third, took 2 tires. Andrew Bird took 4 tires. So right now, Andrew Bird right there on that cut line where he's got the best tires, but we are still green with 13, coming to 13 to go. Pedro Omega looking to the inside of the 64. Down the 3M straight away into the 3M turn.
And it looks like, Mega will work on Jones. Jones sliding up a little bit more than he wanted to, and Mega will really take that position away and keep going.
It's going to open the door for Matt McLean as well as he runs that number 88 Chevrolet side by side with the 64 Chevrolet as we work into turn 1. It looks like McLean will have the preferred line, but keep an eye on this middle run. Here comes the 64. Strom back to the outside. We work off turn number 2 down this back straightaway, side by side as they drag race. Working into turn 3 once again. Here comes the 88. May be able to clear the 64 this time. He's going to slide up just a little bit. We'll see if the 64 of Andrew Jones is able to get a run. No. It will be Matt McLean moving him to that 8th position in the 88 car.
Yeah, now we're seeing a lot of these little battles that are as the field starts to spread out, but these little battles are really starting to heat up.
Yeah, you can see the O2 right now battling the 38 of Cody Wright. And we haven't really mentioned a lot about Daniel Haney. Remember, he was actually 1 lap down at one point in time. So the O2 trying to do something here. We'll be very happy if he's able to get hold on to the top 5 or even top 10 finish probably.
And Kyle Frame is running down that time. I think it was 2/10 over the last couple laps. As he's really trying to reel in for that win. Jesse Gavey and Andrew Bird trying to play a little bit of catch up to make this interesting last.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's why we're
laps.
seeing Andrew not really go to the inside and trying to pass Jesse, possibly trying to work together and see if they can get a run. But the 32 is going to get a good run out of turn 2. He's going to dive to the inside of Jesse. And should.
If these two are to catch the 2 lead cars, they're going to have to work together.
Last time by, Kyle Frame was faster, and it looks like Andrew Bird will take over 3rd place now. Jesse Gavey falls in behind him, but Jesse's still got to be happy no matter what. He's been dodging wrecks all night. He's not caught up in one, up to 4th right now. As that last time by, Brian Hartford a little bit faster. Also further back, big group battle back here is Brandon Dalton, Andrew Jones, and the 38 of Cody Wright. Battle side by side. This could be good, bad, because here comes
It's
85
getting
sliding
real
up.
close. And Dalton's been really favoring that.
Oh, who's that?
early
15.
throttle.
15 slides hard into the wall. We'll see. He's going to be blown up, and I think if he's just going to stop and reset. And
Yeah,
that would end his
that's
night.
going to end him.
That was good for him to do that, though. Because if he would pull back up, I think they would have threw a caution.
Yep, that would have been a caution and would have been.
It would have made things very interesting up front.
Yeah, a very interesting last 3 laps, and to see what pit strategies would have become at that point.
Yeah. Right now, Brian Hartford still leading. The gap is closing as last time by, Kyle Framer in a 7.95 to Brian Hartford's 9.50. So we come to 8 laps to go.
Andrew Bird using that little bit of draft he's getting from Kyle Frame to make this interesting, really reeling in Kyle Frame, and we'll see if he can possibly catch him. Because it looks like those new tires are still playing a key role in catching Kyle Frame, and Brian Hartford is not on new tires.
Somebody else is starting to make a move as Pedro Omega starting to run down Jesse Gaby. However, there is still a little small distance, about 5/10 back. We'll see if that still works. But Kyle Frame really starting to put pressure. But here comes the 32.
Getting a little scrape at the wall, but I don't think that's actually going to slow him down because it doesn't look like he took much for right front damage.
Do you think if the 32 still has a chance if we stay green?
If we stay green, I think he's got a huge chance. He can run those lower lines where Kyle Frame and Brian Hartford are having problems keeping to the higher lines. Their cars are sliding a lot more, and Andrew Bird is able to keep his throttle down a
He's
lot
looking to
more.
the outside. He's going to be diving to the inside here. No, a bump, a little. No, I don't know. I think he may have not got
it
him.
looked like he tried to make a move to the outside, but Kyle Frame took a delayed entry.
Yeah,
to
that's
that
smart
corner,
by the
and Bird will
57.
look to the inside.
Yeah, he's definitely got a chance. Both these guys running on Brian Hartford, by the way.
Yep.
I mean, and it looks like the 57 is going to let the 32 go.
Yep. It's a good idea. He's got to get in that draft. His tires are a little bit more spent, so to keep up, he's going to have to get in Andrew Bird's draft and work with him. And Hartford is going to have to just hope.
Want to mention that Pedro Omega did get around Jesse Gaby. 57 took a peek to the inside of the 32. Not going to be able to get there. 32 decided to choose the outside line through turns 1 and 2.
And
Look at the run.
Run off.
Yeah.
That
Good
huge
Lord.
run he ended up clearing, getting over a car, and he'll get loose.
Oh, here comes Kyle Frame.
Kyle Frame and Brian Hartford 3 wide into turn
Frame
3.
to the
Kyle
lead.
Frame will take the lead.
For now. And Andrew Bird.
Bird will hold it down the bottom to take that lead back.
Look who else is coming. Pedro Omega.
Pedro Omega to make this a 4-way
This is getting
battle
good.
for the
Yeah,
lead.
this is getting really good. I don't think it's done.
No, I think we've still got some fight left. Brian Hartford looking to that bottom line where he saw Andrew Bird really make that line work. And Mega to the inside of Frame. Mega sliding up. Maybe
Contact.
some contact and getting
71
loose.
hit the wall. Yeah, 71 hit the wall. Looks like he's going to be okay for now, though, as he stays in third. The race is going to be out front, as are pole sitters. Back out front, Andrew Bird, Pedro Omega. Once again, we've seen this battle time and time again so far this season. We're going to be coming to 4 laps to go. The battle's still going to be back there for third as Kyle Frame starting to work again on Brian Hartford as well. Last time by, Pedro Omega faster than third.
Yeah, it's definitely a battle of who has the fastest line, who has the tires to keep the car throttled down, and definitely who's better at racecraft.
The old tires are
gonna be
really falling
interesting.
off. Because
Yeah, it looks like Andrew Bird's getting loose coming off of 2.
yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Because Pedro's really closed up here. He's going to be on the bumper as we go through turns 3 and 4, and looking to the inside. He'll probably hit the
And
apron.
Hartford will close the door, knowing that apron will be used by Pedro Omega, and Pedro Omega will use it and possibly he
Wow.
won't take a run to the inside.
Yeah, I actually tell you what, possibly a little bump here. There it is, a little bump.
Oh, bump and run.
Getting him loose. You mentioned that we could see that.
Yeah, it looks like that's the point of where we're gonna get.
Oh, almost to the wall. He
Pedro
scraped
Omega
it.
to the wall. He scraped it.
You know,
Doesn't
Kyle
slow
Frame
him
might be
down.
where he wants to be.
Yeah, Kyle Frame just holding back, relaxing. There could be a wreck between Bird and Mega. These two have been
Here we
racing
go.
very hard around each other all night, and as we've seen, these two are not willing to give an inch to each other.
Look at this. At the line, they're going to be dead even at the line.
They're going to be, half a car to Bird this time by Pedro Mega taking the bottom, running into one.
Takes the lead.
Looks like Andrew Bird getting ready
Oh!
for a crossover.
This ain't going to end
Mega
good.
attempting to make that move on the cross.
Oh, God.
Oh,
What a move
this
by
is-
Andrew, though. Good for him. At least he didn't slide up. We do got a lap car. Could play a factor.
yep. Depending on where he catches him, Mega could play this as a pick.
Yeah, he could hold up the 32 car just a little bit. Comes through turns 3 and 4. Andrew Bird seeing that lead drive away. He's going to have to hustle that car as the white flag will wave this time. One more time here to Rock Auto 175.
He's got, oh,
He used it, and you're right. That helped him. He did not, Pedro actually, it helped Pedro a lot more than it did Bird.
yep. So it's definitely going to look into that entry and exit of turn 3 and 4 as Bird will get a little bit of a run, but he won't get enough to actually catch him into the corner. So it's going to be how does Pedro enter the corner?
Yeah.
It's going to be all about entry and exit. But through 3 and 4, looks like the lead is holding Pedro Mega out of 4, and it looks like he will be your winner.
Out of turn 4, Pedro Mega will come to the line, see the checker flag, and win the Rock Auto 175 here at Michigan International Speedway as he put the bump and run on Andrew Bird. Kyle Frame manages to battle back and finish in 3rd. Great run for him. Mac McLean finishes in 4th. Brian Harford on them old tires finishes in 5th. Matt Cherry. Dustin Majewski will finish in 7th. Cody Wright, Daniel Haney, Jesse Gavey wrecks going across the line in 10th. Andrew Jones finishes 11th. And Pedro's going to come around and do what he knows how to do. That is burn the house down.
Wow, I didn't know if he could get that lead. He was having a bit of an up and down night.
Yeah, I agree. You got to give Pedro a lot of credit.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I did not know if he had the fight to take down Andrew
Yeah,
Bird.
that was just wanting it more.
Yeah, he knows how to drive that car. He's proven it time and time again with multiple top 5s back to back.
So Pedro's
He
going to go park
knows
it
how
in
to
Victory
drive
Lane.
that car, and he really worked it.
There he goes. Park it in Gatorade Victory Lane as we get an interview.
Good race.
Hey, Pedro, you got a copy?
Yep.
Man, we watched you here tonight. That was a good show you put on, especially there towards the end. You was caught up in a couple things here tonight. You missed your pit box once on exit and you lost a few spots, but you worked your way all the way back up towards the front. Talk us through your night.
Yeah, that was definitely a crazy race. I know I had a fast car. I try run on the front, as much that I can, but all this strategy that we played in, that I believe in my case was good, but some people change too, and other people stay out, and and I got into the accident in the middle to the race, and I used one of my fast repair, and then it's just like I said, I knew I was fast, and I just had to be patient, and by the end of it, that was crazy. I believe my luck was those guys stopped fighting up front, Angel, Kyle, and those guys in the front, they stopped fighting in there, and they gave me a shot. So, and when I got to close to Angel, I knew, and a 1-2, he was faster than 1-2, and he's slow in the 3 and 4. So, and I knew my chance to pass him was in the 3 and 4, and that's what I did, and another win. So, after Pocono, that I believe I was fast too. I did a good qualifying time, but my race ended in the beginning. So yeah, that was good to be back on the victory lane.
So you're back here again. That's your 3rd win on the season. Next week things get a little bit more intense. We go road racing. How do you feel about going to Sonoma?
like it. I haven't raced in there before. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna race. My plan. They're supposed to work next Tuesday. I mean, the next week. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to race, but I like it. It's a road course. With those cars, it's a challenge. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Man, good job tonight. That was fun to watch you battle back time and time again. Never gave up. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to congratulate Kyle and Angel. So, yeah, and say thank you to Tommy and thank to you guys for broadcasting. And, yeah, that's it.
Great job tonight, man. Congratulations. Third win of the season.
Thank you.
Hey, Andrew Burke, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you come up just short tonight, but it looked like us up in the broadcast booth, you was having a little bit of trouble on the exit of certain corners. It looks like you was just getting a tad bit loose. Of course, battling a little bit there could have done that as well. Is there anything that you could have done a little bit different, possibly adjust your line a little bit to try to keep up and try to get the win here as well?
No, I feel like I had not as good of tires as Pedro. I felt like he was just in a little bit better situation fighting his way up there. I pushed pretty hard just to get there. I'm surprised I got there so fast. But loose, it was very controlled loose off of 2, and that was the only place that was really loose, and it was a good loose. It was a fast loose. But then taking the lead on that massive run I had on Brian Hartford, I looked in my mirror and gradually turned to move in front of him, and it just not looking forward got me loose on the straightaway, and I had to really check up. That really, I think, lost me the race. But besides that, I did everything, I think, right, and it was an awesome race up front. That was really cool.
Yeah, I agree. Them last 6 or 7, 8 laps was absolutely amazing to watch for us as well. I want to ask you the same question that I asked Pedro. We know tires was a big issue here tonight as well. Next week we head to a different track in our first road race of the season. How comfortable are you going road racing in these cars?
I haven't done it in a while, but I absolutely love road racing, especially in these cars and stock cars. Walking Flynn is preferable to me, but Sonoma is still a lot of fun. I'm really excited about that. I just hope to have a clean race.
Yeah, it's definitely a more technical track from, compared to all the other road courses we run. So it should be a very fun race, honestly. So you finished second here tonight, man. You're going to keep your points lead, of course. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Tommy for running this league in a great fashion. All the drivers who race clean and are considerate of other people on track, whether they're racing them or they're fighting up front. And you for broadcasting. It's been nice lately.
Good job, man. Congratulations. Second place. Always good to see you. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Kyle Frame, you got a copy?
Got you, buddy. What's going on?
Man, we didn't talk about you a lot tonight. I'm just going to be honest. You wasn't up there, but we seen you at the end, and your car looks really clean. And you was actually had a good chance at trying to get the win here as well tonight. We seen you a couple times with a good run there towards the end. Anything that you wish you would have done, to change stuff up a little bit strategy-wise? You was fast pretty much most of the night, however. But is there anything you could have done, you think, to get the win?
Oh, no, really. Actually, I'm very pleased with the outcome tonight. Yeah, I mean, a win's a win. Obviously, everybody wants to win, but third place, with the way the night went, started off rough. I had connection issues at the beginning, so I had to take that early EOL, put me all the way to the back. And I just had to work my way up slowly, stay out of trouble, and keep it clean. Ended up having to use the flash repair one time. But no, I mean, it was a lot of fun racing with those guys up front. I loved it.
Let's talk a little bit about that. How tough is it? You said you had to get the EOL. How tough is it, honestly? I mean, there's some good guys that race in here, but how tough is it to drive through the field whenever you know you have to start at the back and try to work your way up through here. Especially when, you know, the first run we actually had was really good. Then we started seeing a breeze of cautions over and over, and then we got the run at the end. But how tough is that for you to do?
It's extremely difficult. There's a lot of fast guys, you know, throughout the whole field, and they were always scattered out. You know, I just really had to keep my nose clean and stay out of trouble. I think that was the biggest thing for me. Everybody's fast. You just got to play your caution flags right, and your pit stops got to be the key. Pick up some positions and then gamble and stay out.
Man, it was fun to watch you run. We get to see you run multiple times a week, so congratulations, and talk to you here soon, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Andrew and Pedro, they always run great races. I love racing with those guys. If I can get up there and keep up with them, they're fast every week, every track. So it's a lot of fun racing with them. And then Brian and I had a good battle there for 1-2 for a while until those guys caught us. So that was a lot of fun. Tommy and these guys, they do a great job. I know we run in some caution flags a lot sometimes at different tracks, but it still ends up being a lot of fun near the end of the race. And then you guys are putting on broadcasts. You guys do a great job. You guys are always great to me as well, so I appreciate it.
Good job, man. We'll talk to you here soon, and congratulations, third place.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, so that's going to do it for us here tonight. Curtis, thoughts?
It was a great race. We had a couple good, decent runs going through the race and a great finish.
Andrew,
I expected
good job, man.
couple of the hiccups going through the middle of the race, people getting a little too racy for what they were comfortable for. But overall, I thought it was a great race, you know.
Yeah, I agree. You know, we always say, honestly, that we know when we come in here we're going to have cautions, especially when it's this big of a field. It happens. You know, when you have 32, 33 drivers that make the start, it happens. But the talent that, honestly, the league does have, there is some great, great talent in here. You know, Pedro Mega, Andrew Bird, and all throughout the field. You know, I love watching some of these guys race. They do a good job on some the talent they brought in. So that's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. We're not going to be back until Thursday for the Truck League. Go Fast Racing League should be fun. Are you racing Thursday or no?
Maybe not. I'm not sure.
Okay, so we'll find out. But that's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. Anything else you want to say?
Have a good night. See you guys Thursday. And the O3 will get a little bit of a jump at the start. Gunnar Nelson will not jump